NBA. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz going up against the Miami Heat here in Miami. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, George out there with Bailey. And there's Jackson. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Markkanen in at the 3. Now, here's George. Spins. Count that bucket. So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board.
And you respect the shot of Rice so much that opens up driving lanes for him.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you once again, Allie. Pass to Alvarado. 6 on the shot clock. No one near James as he lets it go. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. And it's Utah's ball. It's a 3-point game. Markkanen kicks to Jackson. George with the ball. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
And here's LeBron outside. Second chance shot, and it's sent back by Kessler.
Boy, there is a reason this guy has led the league in blocks. Walker Kessler sent it back.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now here's Jackson. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Outside, George puts up a 3, and it's Rice with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Lets it go with the 3. Utah with the rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
George passes to Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but G.A. much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, range out beyond the arc, and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Jackson.
And you love how Jackson Jr. has responded to setbacks and injury in his career. He doesn't get discouraged, just makes him work harder.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Alvarado. Rice kicks to Vanderbilt. Offensive rebound, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
Kessler up top. Nice ball movement by Utah. The Jazz with another miss. And so James will bring it up for Miami. They trail by 1. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
Hits it from three-point range.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Here's Alvarado. Still without a basket. Pass to LeBron. And here is Vanderbilt. And it's Alvarado missing. And it's Bailey in the corner. And Utah, another three.
There's no question Bailey can score from anywhere. The defense cannot allow this guy to run free.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Vincent's checked in for Jose Alvarado. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Shaquille O'Neal.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
LeBron passes to O'Neal. Screen by O'Neal. Pass to Vanderbilt. Clock at 6. O'Neal inside. He's covered by Kessler. Misses the baby hook.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Vincent. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington. Here's Rice, and it's sent back by Kessler.
Such a disruptive defender, Kessler, one of the best shot blockers this league has to offer.
George looking around. There's the triple. Miami grabs the miss. Shaq's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Rice. His last outing with 20 points. That one, no good.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
On the wing, George. Five on the clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. In the corner, it's James. To the inside. Oh!
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Now, here is George. His last outing, he had 8 points. Checks and dishes to George. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
The Jazz have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The Heat making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. Utah also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Walker Kessler. And it's Collier in for Lauri Markkanen. And in the summer of 2022, Greg, the Utah Jazz traded away their franchise cornerstones, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And that signaled the beginning of their rebuild, but they've overachieved for a couple of seasons now, but ended last year when they really bottomed out.
Utah with the ball after LeBron James hitting the free. Screen by Nurkic from the top of the key. Outside for Jackson. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. Number one, the Heat.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
The Heat shooting at around 42% since the opening tip. LeBron passes to Vanderbilt. Now Vincent, still scoreless. The three, and the Heat, another three.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Jazz trail by 3. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And Utah making a change here. Makai Lucas checked in. Here's Collier, defended by Vincent. Jazz passing it around. Screen by Nurkic. Here's Collier. LeBron grabs the miss. Miami leading by 3. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Hayes throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Sensabaugh. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Magic in Orlando. 6 to shoot. Here's a good screen. The Jazz again can't hit it. And so James will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Lets it go from deep. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. To the left side wing. Here's Collier. Scoreless thus far. Pass to LeBron. Ripped away. Here's Sensabaugh. James defending. Over to the left wing. A nice shot by Makai.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Rice. Back to LeBron. Shoots the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. James has got 6.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process, seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Here's Makai. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. And it's Collier missing.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
James looking it over. Rice, good, and the assist goes to James. And it's an 8-point Heat lead.
And you got to get out on Rice because he will make you pay from deep.
And here are the Jazz now. Here's Collier. 8 points his last outing. And Nurkic has it in the corner. And once again, off the mark by Utah. Takes it inside. Shots good by Rice. 13 points in the game.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Nurkic a screen on James. With some arc. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. It's the Heat as they wrap up the first quarter on a 20-6 run. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second-chance shots, that's nice.
So with LeBron on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got Johnson. Jackson Hayes is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then it's James. And it's Vincent in at the point. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Friday, they'll continue the road trip heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. That's good from Johnson. GA, you hear about three-level scores, but is it just three levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe five-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
I like how assertive he was, making his presence felt on the interior.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Shaq against Nurkic. Here's Shaq. Rebound by Nurkic.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Offline with his three.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
Young pass to O'Neal. To the paint. Here's Johnson. It doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Here's Collier. Pass to Filipowski. Jazz passing it around. Nurkic kicks to Markkanen. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. On the wing, Johnson. Down low. Hayes the pass to Vincent. And here's Young. Shaq with the screen. And Young, here we go. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Markkanen passes to Collier. His three-pointers off the mark. Miami leading by 11. Pass to Hayes. Back to Vincent. Now, here is Young. Tries the spin move. They could use a bucket. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Collier. Nurkic a screen on Young. Here's Collier. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Jazz. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communication. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
And some changes here for the Heat. Rice is checked in. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Young. Keontae George, he's checked in for Utah. Heat leading by 11. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to Rice. Three-pointer. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Johnson the screen. Pass to Hayes. Oh, the jam by O'Neal!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Now here's Shaq. Kept alive. Pass to Alvarado. Hayes, bounce pass. Shot's good by Rice. Rice has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Heat.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 three-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Here's Collier. Now Markkanen, the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Markkanen's got 5 points so far.
And how about the response by Markkanen? Made 3 on one end, he comes right back for his own team. Love it.
Pass to Alvarado. Inside, O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Now Markkanen. Pass to Nurkic. To the middle. George, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now Alvarado. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet. Alvarado's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. James checked in for Miami. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. Number 1, the Heat.
Well, I just love the tenacity on the defensive end. They have been in lockdown mode.
Here's George. 10 points for him. Pass to Bailey. Jackson with it. And here is Markkanen. James defending. Now here's Hayes. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Jazz trail by 21. Pass to Jackson. And here is Markkanen. Now Kessler. Defended by Shaq. Jackson deciding where to go with it. 4 on the shot clock. To end the run, Kessler, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Shots good by Rice.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
George dishes to Jackson. Pass to Bailey. Free throw line jump shot. LeBron grabs the miss.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Rebound, Utah. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Kessler throws it down.
Exactly where Kessler gets so much of his offensive performance done, right at the cup.
A late first-round pick, Doris, back in 2022. Walker Kessler proving he was a sleeper. He has shown a lot for sure.
Oh, no question about it, Kevin. We are talking about a guy who's got size. He's consistent on the backboards, but there's an offensive arsenal there that maybe was a bit unexpected.
Rice, no good.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
George passes to Kessler. Down low, here's Bailey, and finished off by Bailey.
I like Bailey attacking the rim at that size.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Rice from downtown. It's hauled in by George. To the paint, here's Bailey, and finished off by Bailey.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. James, no good.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
George, no good. Miami leading by 17. Rice dishes to O'Neal. Lets it go from 11. Oh, the jam by O'Neal!
And the big guy is doing big things offensively. O'Neal knows his team counts on him to rack up points.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Vanderbilt's checked in for Jackson Hayes. And a switcher also for Utah. Collier, he's checked in for Markkanen. Jazz trail by 19. And it's Kessler, top of the key. Pass to Bailey. Shakes him, and the layup is up and in. Bailey's got 9.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Count the basket. Jazz have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. Jackson passes to Collier. George sets a screen. Here's Bailey. Off target from three-point range. The Heat leading by 19 points. Pass to Rice. Here's the 3. They get it again, and the dunk by O'Neal.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
First team foul. For Utah, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
One shot.
And Kessler, no good on that one.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Walker Kessler proved he was a rotation player. He gives you unbelievable defense, aggressive rebounding, and very good inside scoring.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's George. The Heat getting the bucket. Here's Collier. Top of the key, Bailey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. And it's Shaq with the rebound. Shaq's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Pass to Alvarado. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Kicks it out to LeBron. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Jazz trail by 21. Here's Collier. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Right wing. Kessler finds Jackson. There's the three. And it's Collier missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And it's James missing. And so it's Miami sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Guys, thanks. Andrew, this team has set the tone at the defensive end. What's working for you?
We just got after it. That's the main thing. We just try to make them uncomfortable, test everything, and, we were converting on the other side.
It's all about the effort. Back to you.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Miami Heat.
I mean, when you go inside and impose your will this way, you're delivering a gut punch.
Yeah, there's a whole other half to go, but the way they're winning this makes them the heavy favorite now. And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
Looking at Miami, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Jazz trail by 21, and so in the game for the Jazz. Bailey out there with Keontae George. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then it's Lauri Markkanen, and it's Jackson in a power forward. Outside, George. Markkanen sets the pick for George. From outside the arc, George missing again.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Alvarado, defended by George. Pass to Vanderbilt. And the rejection by Jackson. Vanderbilt with the screen. Ice. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Shaq. Shaq's got the first field goal of the second half for the Heat.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now is massive.
Kessler with the bucket.
Boy, contact from the defense, but Mr. Kessler just powers right through it.
James kicks to O'Neal. Vanderbilt the pass to LeBron. And a miss there on the triple.
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made one of your first 4 shots.
Jackson up top. Pass to Kessler. No good. O'Neal with the defensive effort. The Heat leading by 21. And there's the whistle. That's going to go on Walker Kessler. That's his first foul. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. Jackson against Vanderbilt. Screen by O'Neal. Vanderbilt the pass to O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
It's just hard guarding O'Neal in general, but when he's working in the pick and roll, it's almost impossible.
Pass to Kessler. To the inside. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And the dunk by LeBron.
When LeBron gets the ball, guys, and there aren't numbers back in transition, it almost always results in an easy hoop.
Now, here's George. He's got 10. Inside. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by George. George has got assist number 5 here tonight.
We know Keontae George is an effective playmaker. He always seems to make the right decision with the ball.
Here's LeBron. 8 points for him. O'Neal. And it's Miami with another.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
And the Jazz call time here.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Dancing shoes at home. Keep on dancing.
There before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. In fourth, the Heat.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
Now, here's George. He's defended by Alvarado. Driving to the basket. Markkanen from outside. It's the three-point bomb. Markkanen's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, Markkanen sees an opportunity to make one of the easier threes in the NBA. That location in the corner, such valuable real estate.
And the shot goes in.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, a new generation is entering the league, and Draymond Green said these young dudes talk a lot of mess. I don't mind it at all. It's just weird to be in a space where they're like, man, I watched you my whole life. But then they're also talking crazy, saying, you had your run, you're old now. Kevin, back to you.
Yep, it flips quick, doesn't it? Thank you, Allie. And here are the Heat now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Here's Shaq, and it's sent back by Kessler.
This guy is a constant threat on the defensive end. Send it back, Walker.
Outside, George. Outside, Markkanen. No good from outside. The Heat leading by 22. LeBron with it. George picks him up. Good ball movement here by Miami. Pass to LeBron. Fires for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Alvarado's got 6 points.
Oh, nice find by LeBron. This guy is the best passer I've ever seen.
Outside, George. Now here's Jackson. Vanderbilt defending, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Miami. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
Well, right now for Miami, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed. Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
George with the bucket.
This is why you select Keyonte George. This guy is very capable of huge offensive nights.
There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the fore.
Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Miami.
What's up? They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Now, here is George. He's got 12. Jackson in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by George. Jackson's got 10 points.
And that is why Triple J is a stretch five. He doesn't clog the lane. Jaren really helps to space the floor.
They're winning despite his performance here, and they have had his back all night.
So it's the Jazz now after LeBron James's miss. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Kessler. Fires it up. Bailey misses.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Vincent, the pass to LeBron. Here's Rice. He's got 23. Miami no good on that time either.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
To the middle. O'Neal with the steal. LeBron outside. Pass to Shaq. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
So great transition play there from Bailey. I know coaches love seeing the rookie hustle.
Now LeBron. He's got 8. Now O'Neal. To the inside. Here's Rice. And he banks in the layup. Rice has got 25 points.
And you simply can't give Rice those close looks because he is going to make you pay.
Down low. And Kessler throws it down.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Vincent, the pass to O'Neal. O'Neal sets the screen for LeBron. Now, here's Vanderbilt. O'Neal inside. Working on Kessler. O'Neal misses.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Pass to Markkanen. Jackson setting the pick here for Markkanen. Outside Jackson. And here's George. Clock at 4. Over Shaq. George, no good. Miami leading by 20. LeBron passes to Vincent. They get it back. Stolen by Jackson. To the paint. It's intercepted. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now, here's Markkanen. He's got 8. The offensive rebound. And here is LeBron. To the inside. And Shaq with the slam.
Wow, the passing skills on full display. LeBron James once again orchestrating like a maestro.
Here's George. He's got 12. Outside, Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. From the arc. Miami grabs the miss.
Obviously, this hasn't been his strongest quarter, and they need more contribution from him.
From deep, LeBron. Nailed from three-point land. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
1:11 left in the third. Three-pointer, Markkanen, and Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. And for the Heat, they're shooting around 48% so far in the third. Good on the triple.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. They host the Kings after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. The Jazz again can't hit it. And Miami has possession. Pass to Vincent. Now Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, a screen on George. Here's Vincent. And the 3 off target. Jazz have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. George, that's a 2-pointer. Off target from the wing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
To the middle. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
George passes to Cal. A shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 8th assist here tonight.
At that range, it is about finishing strong. You can't hesitate.
Here's Vincent. Johnson from outside. Vincent on the wing. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. DB1 complained about the review process. The longer the review, the more it disrupts the flow of the game.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have the best athletes in the world competing at the highest level, and then all of a sudden it stops. And if the duration is too long, it takes the players out of rhythm. It drives the viewers at home crazy. This is something that us television people can go absolutely nuts about.
A free throw drops for Vincent. The Heat making a switch here. Young's checked in. Bailey, he's checked in for Utah. And so Vincent nails both of them. Here's George. Pass to Markkanen. Outside Jackson. The Jazz working the ball around now. And here's George for 3. Count that one.
What agility there. Look how quick Jackson moves after setting the screen. Perfect execution.
Now, here is Young. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
A three-pointer, no good. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. Inside, Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
James outside. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
So, Doris, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM, and you can walk us through this. S-T-E-M.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league doesn't want are the flailing pirouettes, the exaggeration or feigning of contact. Those actions will be penalized.
Markkanen kicks to Jackson. Bailey sends a screen for Jackson. Goes back up, and Markkanen lays it up and in. Markkanen's got 10 points here in the second half.
This is what you hope. You want to see Markkanen mix it up on the glass, right? Keep the play alive, make sure you convert.
Pass to James. Here's Hayes. He's covered by Kessler. Back to Hayes. Lock at 6. Out to the wing. The shot by Kleber. Wide open. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
George finds Kessler. On the wing, George. James covering. To the middle. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Heat.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Shaquille O'Neal.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
On defense, Miami. After the basket by Jaren Jackson. Back to George. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Pass to Vincent. Johnson the screen. Fires the 3. And it's Utah with the rebound. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George up top, defended by Young. And Kessler throws it down.
You can tell how much confidence Walker Kessler has as the roll man, ready to catch and score.
And here's Young. Hayes finds Johnson. And it's off from three-point range. Outside, George. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Shaq.